So guys, in this class we are going to learn the first question of the writing module, that is summarize written text. I am going to discuss some basic do's and don'ts and some rules also. They will help you in the essay, second question type, that is essay. So in general also they will help you. Okay, these are basically grammatical rules. So the first one, first of all, I'll talk about few do's and don'ts. In this question you have to write one sentence, okay, one sentence of at least how many words? 5 words. And or I would say one sentence of 5 to 75 words. Okay, so minimum how many words are required? 5. And maximum how many are required? 75. I will suggest you to go for 70 only. Okay, and what is important, so see, one sentence, even if you put full stop by mistake, okay, let's say you want to put comma and on your keyboard next to comma there is full stop, so even if you put full stop by mistake you will get 0. Okay, there are four, like there are different criteria. One is content, one is your form, then you have like grammar, and then you have like vocabulary. So if you get this one 0 in content or 0 in form, then your overall score is going to be what? 0 only. So these are different criteria in your summarize written text. Okay, so as I'm typing and explaining, so there is going to be little bit typing issue, ignore that. Okay, so content, form, grammar, vocabulary. Your content is of 2 marks, form is of 1 mark. So if you write one sentence, of let's say 30 words, 40 words, 50 words, you are going to get 1 out of 1. Okay, for sure. Do not make any spelling mistake, and do not make any grammatical mistake. And if you feel like you are not good in grammar, you are going to score 0 here. No way. Why? Whatever mistakes students make, I am going to explain in this lecture, and other than that you are going to copy everything from the paragraph. So in any case you are going to get, I am sure, like 2 out of 2. But even if you feel like you can't score 2 out of 2, at least 1 you will get. Here also you will get at least 1. Okay, so 1 in form, and your 1 in grammar. In any case you are going to get 1 out of 2 in vocabulary. Even if you feel like you have copied everything from the paragraph, your vocabulary is not advanced, still fine, you are going to get this one. And in content, if you summarize the whole paragraph correctly, you will get 2 out of 2. But let's say if you score 1 only, still, like out of 7 you can score 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 4 very easily. Now where you can do good, you can score 2 out of 2 here, you can score 2 out of 2 here. Okay, so very first thing, sentence. Then you have criteria, do not make any spelling mistake. So here I will suggest you no spelling mistake, at least you can avoid these. And then other than that I will say no more than 2 mistakes. Okay, if you say okay, I did not do good in this one, so means still like your number of mistakes should be 2 only, not more than 2. Okay, so here see, I use your right click right now, but in exam you won't be using it because there is no such option. So be careful with typing. So no spelling mistake. Okay, because you are going to copy everything from the paragraph, then I don't think like you should make any mistake. Form, that is for sure, one sentence of 70 to 7 of 5 to 75 words, that's all. Okay, we are done with this. Content, I will say summarize the text with important or summarize the text with important details, or I would say keep the main theme in your main sentence. Okay, summarize the text keeping main theme of the passage in mind. Whatever is you feel like is main, just keep it here. Okay, then comes your vocabulary. Try to use appropriate and correct words. That's all. If you can use synonyms, fine, go for them. But if you're replacing any word, make sure that appropriate and it should be correct. For example, well, it's not related to PT, but as I teach IELTS, so I can discuss this one to teach you. I am writing this letter. This is how students who go for IELTS writing, they write this like this. I am writing this letter. One student, he appeared like I think he appeared for 5 or 6 times and couldn't score 7 in writing. Then he started blaming, okay, these guys, they fail deliberately so that we are appearing again and again and paying them. This is like kind of scam. He was saying like that. So I asked him for samples, and this is what I found. Instead of writing this letter, he had written epistle. I am writing this epistle. Now if you write this type of vocabulary, you are not going to get 7. You're not going to get I would say like 2 out of 2. Use appropriate and correct. If you feel like one word is getting used again and again, still it is better to use it again and again instead of using incorrect word. Why? Because if you are using it again and again, you will at least get 1. But if you are using something inappropriate, incorrect, then what? You will lose mark. You may not get even 1. And if you make mistake, let's say if your sentence meaning is getting changed, you may lose mark in grammar. So do not try to show off your vocabulary, just keep it very simple. In any case, 5, whether you score 4 or 5 or 7 is not going to make any difference at all. Your writing depends on 3 things: fill in the blanks of the reading module, reading and writing fill in the blanks, then listening fill in the blanks, and finally write from dictation of the listening module. Okay, your writing doesn't depend on your essay, summarized written text or summarized spoken text. So criteria, what are the 4? Content, form, grammar, vocabulary. Okay, other than that, regarding your time management, okay, time management. So whenever you get any passage, your timer will start. You will get 10 minutes, okay, to summarize the passage. Now how you should go for it? You should first of all read the passage in, let's say, like 3 minutes. Okay, try to get the different points in mind, like what is being discussed in first paragraph, then second paragraph, then write for, let's say, 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, I'll go with your 4 minutes. Okay, and then proofread. Okay, proofread for at least 2 minutes. Why I'm saying be very careful. You put full stop, what will happen? System will count like you have written 2 sentences. So you will get 0 in form. If you get 0 in form, you will get 0 out of 7. You get 0 in content, you get 0 out of 7. So keep this in mind. Spare 2 minutes. Okay. And many students have seen they are not that much comfortable with typing. Even I am making mistakes. See, I think even for writing this much short text, I think I used right click for 3 or 4 times. And there is one more thing. Most of the examination centers here in India, they have these external keyboards, and the buttons of those keyboards are a bit hard to press. The keys are a bit hard. They are not like our laptops. And even on laptops, I'm making mistakes. So just imagine what will happen with me, like if I'm using that external keyboard, because I'm not used to it. If you're used to some external keyboard, then it is fine. Okay, so otherwise spared 2 minutes. So 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 9. So you have like at least 1 minute. You can keep that 1 minute for your writing purpose only. So this is how go. You should go for it. Or maybe like go for 3 to 4 minutes and here 4 to 5 minutes. That's all. Okay. Now I will like to discuss what some rules or let's say strategy or methodology to answer. Okay. Let's say we go with your methodology. Now what I am going to suggest you join your first sentence with what? Join first sentence with second one by making use of and. Okay, and then write your second sentence. Okay, this is first thing. Now second sentence and your third sentence, you how you should join those second and third sentence. So see, I'm making even typing mistakes here, so that's why I said like proofread for 3 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. Second and third sentence should be joined by making use of, let's say, you can use but, you can use so, you can, that's all, you can use but or so, or that is up to you. However, you can even use and on the other hand. Okay, when so I'm not going to put comma here, so why, I'll show you later. So I'll just go with, let's say, your X here. So first and second sentence should be joined with your and. Second and third should be joined with your but, however, so. Okay, that's all. And your third and fourth sentence should be joined with, well, I should not say should be joined, but fine, you go with semicolon. Okay, like this one, semicolon, in this way. Now it's not like you have to write three different sentences. In the end, how our like answer is going to be, it is going to be in this way. So this is our second sentence. Okay, that's all. And this is our third one, so it is going to be in this way. Okay, in this way. So first and second are joined with and, second and third are joined with either of these, and third and fourth are joined with your what? Semicolon. Okay, this one. So just now replace your X with first, second and third. Okay, so I'll write them again. First sentence, then comes your second one here, then comes your third one here, and then you have the fourth one. Now from where you need to write these sentences? From the paragraph itself. Whether you write on your own, whether you paraphrase, that is different thing. You write exactly the same thing, that is again up to you. Okay, so done. This is what your methodology should be for your answer. And but so, this one. Okay, now coming on to your connector. So basically you are going to let's say copy 4 sentences and you are going to make them one. How you are going to make them one? So keep these rules in mind. These rules are basically related to your grammar, so it will help you in this question as well as in essay question. So whenever you use and, okay, always put comma before it. I'm not going to discuss rule. Why? Okay, I'm not going to jump into your coordinating conjunction and others. So whenever you use and, always put comma. There is one exception. Whenever like there is no subject. So let me just give you a brief explanation. First sentence and second sentence use and. When there is no subject in second sentence, you cannot put comma here. Okay, now I'm assuming you will have subject here. Why? Because sentences are like that only in this particular question type. So you are going to what? You are going to put comma. Okay, most of the time it will be comma. So in the same way, if you use but, if you use so, if you use or, you have to put comma before them. Always put comma before them. So keep this rule in the mind. Okay. And but so are these are your coordinating conjunctions. Whenever we use them, we put comma. Then guys, second rule, whenever if you use, let's say, which, somewhere, or as, okay, always put comma before them. Then if you use however, okay, or moreover, or let's say furthermore, I am sure like you are aware of all these connectors. However, moreover, furthermore, and let's say in addition to, then I think that's all. You can use these only. We are just writing 75 words, so I don't think like you will have that much content where you are going to use however, moreover, furthermore, whatever. Let's say if you have something else also in mind, whenever you use these, okay, then what you have to do, you have to put semicolon, okay, put semicolon and comma, put semicolon before and comma after them. Okay, this is your rule, semicolon and comma after them. If you do not use any conjunction to join two sentences, then what you have to put comma, put this one, not comma, put semicolon. Okay, keep this in mind. If you are not using any conjunction at all, you have to put what, comma, put what, semicolon. So this semicolon. If you use these, you have to again put semicolon before them and comma after them. I'm not going into technical details, okay, because otherwise this lecture will be very long, and also like it's summarized written text, not like some grammar lesson. Okay, then guys, some more rules to keep in mind. Well, the first one, I will suggest you to I'll keep it well, I should keep it in your under your rules category. So I'll like keep the heading like this, your comma and semicolon. Okay, I'll keep them like this. So let's say these are your subheadings. Okay, now coming to second one, I will say some journal rules to keep in mind. The very first one, always use semicolon once in the answer. Try to use once only. Okay, it would be, no, I'll keep it short. Use and once only. Okay, if it's not possible, then only go for second time. Okay, once only. Now if you say, what if I'm using like and here and on the other hand here, in that case like you are having two ands, and see whatever sentence you are going to copy from paragraph, there will be and there, so you can't do anything regarding that, but preferably go for and once. Okay, I'll write if possible go for this one, your once only, if possible, and semicolon just once only. Okay, don't use it twice. Again, what is the funda, need not to bother, just keep these rules in mind and then use them. Okay, use other connectors. Okay, other connectors, comma, such as, let's say, but, so, however, in addition. Okay, in addition, these connectors, keeping the context in mind or the sentence before them. Now what is this one? But I wanted to come but I couldn't come. I wanted to come but I couldn't come. Now my first part is, second part is what, because that class kind of thing is coming here. Or in simple terms, whenever your second part of the sentence is contrary to the first one, you will be using what, but, you will be using however, you will be using on the other hand, right? Some people say that job satisfaction is important, but others hold the opposite view. However, others hold the opposite view, or that's all, only these two can be used. So keep context in mind. If you are not means see, uh, some people say that job satisfaction is important. Okay, the next sentence is further like in support of the first sentence. Then you cannot say however, or however they say like it a person feels relaxed, a person will feel stress free if he is doing job of his or her interest. So that doesn't make sense. The second part is in sequence to the first one, so there is no point of going for your however. But if the second part is contrary to the first one, then but is okay, however is okay. So use them logically. Okay, use them logically. So I'll write use other connectors, use let's say but. I'll make it very simple. Okay, use but, so, however, in addition. Okay, logically. Students do not use. When I tell them, okay, you use these connectors, they will simply copy any sentence from the paragraph and then use them. So semicolon for once only. Okay, just for once. And this one your and once. Okay, you can use twice also. And but, so, however, use them logically. Okay, well, I think that's all. You have to keep these rules only in mind. Okay, semicolon, this one, and no more than 70 words. Well, you have what, 75 is the limit, max limit, but go for 70 only. Okay, now let me show you the portal, how you will get this one in the exam. So this is how you are going to get this question in the exam. You have the paragraph and you have the box here to write or space here to write. Here you have the word count. That's all, guys. The moment question is on the screen, your timer will start. You are getting 10 minutes for this. And how many questions you will get in the exam? You will get at least one, and most of the time students are getting two questions. Okay, now let's try this one. If women are so far ahead of men, why they are so far behind? Reports from both sides of the Atlantic show that female students dominate university courses, yet women still do not make it to the top. So here he is saying women are the enrollment of women in the universities is more, but they are not having top positions in the organizations. A report on inequality in the UK said last week that girls had better educational results than boys at 16, went to university in greater number and achieved better degrees, and once they got there, more women now have higher education qualification than men in every age group up to 44, the report said. So women are more qualified, more educated than men, okay, till the age of 44. In the US, 57% of college graduates in the 2006-7 were women. Women form the majority of all graduates under 45. In US also it is same. Yet few women make it to the board of companies in either country. In the UK, the proportion of women on FTSE 100 boards rose fractionally from 11.7% to 12.2% last year, according to Cranfield University School of Management, but that was only because of a fall in the size of boards. Okay, so what I understood, like they are educated, they are like their number is more. Okay, more number of women are studying, they are doing well, their grades are more well. Did they discuss like grades? Yes, better degrees, achieved better degrees. Okay, and still like they are not having topmost positions in the companies. Same is the case with UK, same is the case with US. And there is a report like 11 point, so 7 to like 12.2 fractionally, like it has improved the situation. Now I have to summarize. So first I'll do this question in two ways. First I'll try to write in my way, in my English, and then I will copy everything from the paragraph. Okay, so I read the paragraph in like maybe 2 minutes only, because it was very easy, and I can say short one. In the exam, you can expect bit longer also. So what I will say here, now what should be my structure? Like women are doing good in US, UK up to age of 44 and 45. Their education degrees, their participation is more. Still, they are not getting topmost jobs. This was mentioned somewhere. Mm, Reports on this was mentioned in this Atlantic. Okay, and then here there is nothing mentioned, and the situation has improved little bit from 11.7 to 12.2. So this is what I will say. So 2 minutes for reading and 1 minute for analyzing, like what I am going to write. I am going to start writing now. As I said, like 4 to 5 minutes and 2 minutes of brainstorming, so I'm a bit short of time here now. Okay, so I'll say uh, a report from more women. Okay, a report on inequality in the UK said last week. Okay, so I will say a report, a study conducted. Well, have they mentioned any university here? No. So I'll just go in this way. In the US and UK, women had better, girls had better education than was at 16, and you attended universities in greater number and achieved better degrees. Okay, so I'll say uh, women women had better, women have, I will go with the present tense, have better educational have better educational results than uh, educational results than men, and uh, in addition to that they achieved better degrees, and their enrollment was also much more much their participation their enrollment was also much more, was also much more at university level, much more at university level. That's all. So other than that, 57% of the college graduates in 6 to 7 were women. Women form the majority of all graduates under 55. Okay. Semicolon. This was found in a study. In a study, this was found in a study where it was reported that 57% of college graduates were women. Okay, were women, and they formed the majority of the students under the age of 45 in both. Okay, under the age of 45 in both the countries, in both the countries, or let's say under the age of 45. Done. So how many words I have got so far? 57. Okay, but they still do not. Okay, now I have to say, like, they still do not do not have topmost position. So where that was mentioned, why they're so far behind, then we have here, mm, make it to the boards of companies in either country. So that's all. They do not have topmost. They do not have topmost position. So topmost position in the companies. Okay, although the situation has improved. Okay, that's all. I'll go here, and 69 words, so I'll just put full stop here. Now I have what here, full stop, so I'll put comma. Now let's do the proofreading part. In the US and UK, women have better educational results than men. And in addition to that, so I'll put comma here, and in addition to that, again comma, their enrollment. So I need to be careful with my spacing. Okay, spacing can also reduce your marks. Their enrollment was also much more at university level. Okay, UNIVRSATY. Okay, this was found in a study. So again, issue where it was reported that 57% of college graduates were women, and they formed the majority of the students. Okay, and they formed, so comma, of the students, DENTS under the age of 45, but they still do not have topmost positions in the companies. So if there is no spacing issue, so I won't be losing marks in grammar. Okay, this is the most basic answer. Okay, most basic answer. Okay, and let me show you, even with this basic answer, content and English, how much I can score in this particular one. Okay, let's say if I go with British English, so let's check. So it is giving me 2 here, 2 here, 1 here, and 0 here. So why 0? So in addition, so spelling mistake is here. Enrollment, fine. British English, 1 single L. Okay, then positions, spelling mistake. Majority, well, in majority, what I did, some spelling mistake is there. Yes, RITY, I have written like MAJOIRTY. Okay, so enrollment, addition, majority, positions. Okay, let me do one thing here. I'll copy the whole answer. So I'll go for restart, and I will copy the same thing. So here I do enrollment single L here. Then then I made mistake in topmost positions, or POSI. Okay, done. Then women have better educational. There was one more mistake here. They form majority. Okay, so MAJORITY, majority of the students, and there was one more mistake here. So addition, ADDITION. So everything is same. I just corrected those typing. I won't say spelling. I know the spelling of addition, or your this one position, but still like some typing issue, and that's why I said 2 minutes proofreading. Okay. Now if I submit this one, let's say again go with British English. Okay. So now you see my score is what? My score is 7. And while explaining what I said, you have to do what? You have to make sure that there is no spelling mistake at all. It will affect your grammar, and it will affect your vocabulary. Same answer, I got 5. I got 0 in vocabulary. I just like corrected enrollment. Okay, there in exam you won't face, okay, this problem. Let's say organizations, S, you can use S also, you can use Z also. It's okay. COLOR, COLOUR, both are fine. Okay, but this is the mistake. I should be careful. POSI, I had written POSTION, so I missed one I. Then in the same way, I missed what? I missed like I missed. There was one more here. In addition, ADDITION, I missed one I here. So one mistake was there. Enrollment, position, and one more was there somewhere. Okay, so you see, like I just wrote the very basic answer, and I got how much? 5. After correcting those spelling typing issues, basically I got 7 out of. Now this time I am not going to write anything on my own. Okay, this time what I am going to do, let's say if I copy let's say I copy this sentence: reports from both the sides of Atlantic show that they dominate university, because still they do not make it to the top. Okay, so I copy this sentence there. Okay, this sentence there. How many words I have got? 24. Then a report on inequality, UK said better education. Then I'll say in US women. Okay, let's say I copy this sentence. Okay, second one, delete this full stop. I press enter. I copy this one. So many words, 46 words. Then, yet few women make it to the boards of companies in either country. So this one, my third sentence. Okay. Then, uh, in the UK, the proportion fractionally rose from, according to Cranfield University of School Management. So I'll copy this one, my fourth sentence. Okay, so here I go. How many words are there now? 90. Too much. I am going to do something for this. So I'll say, in the UK, the proportion of women on left rose fractionally last year. So I'll delete this extra part. I don't think that is necessary. Done. 82 words. I am still having 12 more. So report from both sides of the Atlantic. Report from the Atlantic show that, report from the Atlantic show that 79 words. Okay. Show that female students dominate university courses yet still do not make it to the top in the US. So I will say, comma, and in the US. In the US, 57% of college graduates in 6-7 were women. Women form the majority of all graduates under 45. So I will delete this part also. Okay. What I'll do now, comma, you have yet. So yet is fine, but only few women make it to the. I can even say, but only few women. This is also fine. Okay, yet is fine, but is fine. Yet meaning is also same, like however, but. Okay, however, but, or on the other hand, fine. So I got 71 words, but few women make it to the boards of companies in other countries. In the UK, then I will say semicolon, however, comma, in the UK, the situation improved. Now, this is my basic, okay, like they do not make it to the top. In US, this is the situation, okay, but in UK it is improving. So my first sentence, I joined this sentence with this sentence by making use of your and, okay, and. Then I joined this sentence, what I have highlighted now, with this one by making use of your but here. And yet was written, so even yet was also fine. Then I joined my last sentence with this one with however. Okay. Did I put effort? No, not at all. Put full stop in the end. I will like copy this answer so that if there is any mistake, I'll immediately correct it and then I'll show you again. So let's say if I submit it with the British English. So see, my score is what? My score is again 7 out of 7. That's why means students are doing exactly like this and they are, I won't say doing good. I have seen the, when you appear in, when you get your scorecard, there is some kind of skills profile, something like that in the official portal. Okay, from there we get to know like what, how student did in essay and how student did in your short writings. Okay, we get to know. For very few students only I see like 90 out of 90. Okay, whatever way they show you the score, I see that particular bar line to be full, like for only few students. Rest, they score I think 4 or 5. You know why? First of all, students make typing mistakes. Second one, they do not, first of all, they make typing mistakes. Second one, they do not think like, now you see, my answer is very coherent answer. See, report says something like this. Okay. In US, this is the case. In US, this is the case. Like most of the college graduates in 7 were women. But only few make it to the top. So this is very logical. Okay, this is happening in what? In USA. However, on the other hand, however, in UK, what happened? In UK, like it improved little bit. Now, if you can question me on something, that will be only this part, and in the US. Okay, I knew like I'll get 7 out of 7. That's why I did not think. Even if like one mistake is there, still like it's not going to deduct my 1 mark for that. Okay, so there is criteria for grammar also. It's not like they will deduct your mark just like that. Okay, So my sentence has, if my sentence conveys a meaning, and if you can understand my sentence, then they will give me mark. Okay, they will give me 2 out of 2 in content. And this is not, I won't say this is 100% like, correct here, the conjunction and, but still like it's not irrelevant also. It's not inappropriate also. So I did in two ways. This is what I copied from the passage. I just, put and here, then I put but here, then I put like however and semicolon here. Rest everything copied from the passage. I got 7 out of 7. And here also, here I wrote something on my own. It was very basic. Still I'm getting 7 out of 7. Why? Because whatever I mentioned, that is a main theme of this paragraph. That is the main theme, and that's what they want from you. Summarize written text. They want you to summarize. They do not want you to write unnecessary things from the paragraph. Okay, and your paragraph may be 150 words long, 200 words long, and they want you to summarize in less than 75 words. It means they want you to write only important things. They want you to write the theme of the paragraph. You can even write 50 also, still scored 7 out of 7. Okay, now I'll come back to my that one rules file. So what I said, use semicolon once in the answer, if possible use and also once, but so however in addition use them what logically. Okay, you can use these. Whenever you use these, always put comma before them. If you use which are as, you put comma before them. However, moreover, furthermore, in addition, put semicolon before them and comma after. And if you do not use any conjunction, you put semicolon. Okay, so that's all. Means sometimes I discuss like conditional sentences also. If you start a sentence with if, or if you start a sentence with since or when, there is also some rule, but I feel like that rule is not that much applicable. Why? Because most of you are going to copy sentences from paragraph. Okay, and I will say it's fine, you can copy. And there is one more thing. If you feel like okay, you are not comfortable in copying anything from paragraph, you copy everything from paragraph, then paraphrase it in your way, write it in your way. Okay, paraphrase it in your way. That's all done. Now I have copied it here. I will write it in my way and then submit it. Most of the portals, keep this thing in mind, most of the portals do not have grammar checking the way like PT does. Okay, these I won't name any portal here. Even in fact, like I also have signed up with 4 different portals. I provide services to my students. uh, what I have realized, their grammar checking, algorithms or whatever way they check grammar, that is not comparable to the professional ones. We have Grammarly, we have Quillbot. They are not comparable at all. Maybe like Quillbot may find out 2 or 3 mistakes here. Grammarly may suggest something here, but this particular portal is suggesting 2 out of 2 in grammar. There is criteria for 1 or 2 mistakes. They won't deduct my 1 mark. They won't give me 1 out of 2. But still, these portals they are bit lenient in marking here. In the exam, you expect how many marks? 5 or 6 out of 7. If you're good in English, you can expect 7. But if you're copying something from the paragraph, okay, you are just, putting and, however, semicolon, and, but, so, whatever. You are copying the sentences from paragraph, you are just, using them. In that case, expect 1 out of 2 in your what? In your vocabulary. Expect even 1 out of 2 in content. Why? Because I have seen mostly students, what they do, and I don't know like why teachers do not even discuss this thing. I Many students, what they do, they copy the very first sentence, and then they will copy something like from the second sentence, then they will copy something from the middle paragraph, or some sentence in between the text, then they will copy the last sentence. They do it like this. Even I am copying, but I am copying the important sentences. You cannot just copy anything like that. What let's say if you copied something just like this: first sentence, fourth sentence, seventh sentence, and last sentence. Let's say if you have copied these sentences, what if the main theme is not in these sentences? you will get 0 in content, and if you get 0 in content, you get 0 in everything. So your overall score will be what? 0 out of 7. Okay, so I'll come back to my file again. I'm repeating it. First and second sentence should be joined with and. There should be what? Your comma. Second and third sentence should be joined with your these conjunctions, but, so, however, and. On the other hand, if you okay, no, I won't discuss here. Third and fourth sentence should be joined with your semicolon. If you use and, but, so, put comma. If you use which or as, sometimes we use, although I have not mentioned here. If you use which or as, then put comma. If you use however, moreover, furthermore, in addition, then put semicolon before them. And if you don't use anything at all, then simply put semicolon. Okay, that's all, guys. Keep these. So there should not be any grammatical mistake in your answer. You are copying everything from passage. There should not be any vocabulary, mistake. Sorry, was this one spelling mistake. Okay. Then, when you get this question, you will have 10 minutes, and out of 10 minutes, read your passage as fast as you can. Try for 3 minutes. Try to copy your sentences for 5 minutes, and then proofread your answer for 2 minutes. And if you see, when I answered it for the first time, then what? There were 4 typing mistakes. Now, I did not do any proofreading. There were 4 mistakes. So that's why proofreading is must. Okay, and my speed is bit good because I'm teaching this thing every day. So I'm typing essays as well as my written text, spoken text, and many other things. So my typing speed is far better than many students. You may need here 6 minutes to type something. So plan everything, like whether you need to brainstorm for 3 minutes, 2 minutes, or you need to proofread for 1 minute. It all depends on your typing speed. And proofreading you must. And I don't think you will be able to proofread in one minute. Okay, keep that also in mind. And even if you proofread, even if you proofread means check your mistakes. Even if you proofread, I don't think you will be able to find your mistakes. I don't think. So it's better to type everything correctly in the first shot. Make sure that there is no need to proofread at all. And you check, like whenever I was typing, I was deleting and then correcting that particular sentence. Why? Because I know, like, even if I am proofreading, I there is a chance I will miss something. Okay, so you can pause the video and take screenshot of this one. Well, nothing like important is there, but still summarize the text keeping main theme in mind. Okay, so see another typing issue here. Main theme in mind. So this is important. Main theme of the passage should be in your content. Okay, then one sentence are 5 to 75 words. This is important. One sentence. Okay, no spelling mistake, no more than 2 mistakes. So if it is 2 here, then I have to write what? Mistakes. Okay, then appropriate and correct words. After that, read the passage in 3 minutes, write in 5 minutes, and proofread for 2 minutes. Rest everything is there in front of you. Okay, when you use these, put comma. When you use these, again put comma before them. And when you use these, what you do? Put semicolon before them and comma. And if there is no conjunction, okay, if there is no conjunction in your answer, in your sentence, then put what? Semicolon. Okay, and use semicolon once only. No, but don't use it twice. And once. For and you have this flexibility. You can use it twice also. And use whatever you use it logically. Its usage should be appropriate. So I hope you have got the idea. So now jump to next lecture for your essay writing. That's all, guys. Thank you very much.